together with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today, full baseball slate for today. Missing a couple lines. I currently do not have lines for that Seattle-Detroit game anymore. I don't know if because it says Seattle undecided. That's kind of interesting there. We do not have lines for Miami-Philly. Because Miami has an undecided pitcher and Oakland's undecided as well. We don't have lines for that game yet. So I think the only game I'd be interested in betting out of those three, though, is just taking the Philly run line because they're facing the Marlins. But yesterday was a weird day. Let's get into it. For me, I went overall 3-5. But due to the beauty of plus money, I was up a quarter unit. Started off with some pretty poor losers there. The Cardinals, minus 130, loser. The Cubs, they were, up 3-0. It was a great start to the game. They give up 4 in the fourth, 3 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth, tied up in the eighth just to give one up in the bottom of the eighth. So frustrating loser there. Milwaukee, loser as well. And then the game that saved my day, the White Sox, first 5 plus 220, full game plus 265. For those wondering, this is the 120th game the White Sox have played this season. It was the second time that they scored 10 runs, and it was their first time winning by a game by 10 or more runs this year. The only other game that they won and scored more than 10 runs, they beat the Rockies 11-3. So there was that. So that the White Sox single-handedly saved my day. Toronto first 5 came through, and then just a poor loser there with the team total over with the Giants, and then the money line with the Giants as well was a loser. So 3-5, but up a quarter unit thanks to big plus money with the White Sox. I don't know whether or not I'm going to be on the White Sox again today. I need to check what the line is for that game. But overall, up a quarter unit for me.
It was a complete reverse sweep on the site, 0-5. So that hurt. Chicago came all the way back just to give up a run in the bottom of the eighth. The over in the Texas game went to extra innings. I'm like, okay, we might have a chance. No, we did not. That one loses by the hook. Milwaukee, loser, and we were completely wrong on that Giants game because I had the over and the Giants. It finished 1-0 Braves. So definitely not the ideal scenario. Was not a fun day. It can't get much worse.
Yeah.
So, Cleveland moneyline smoking that Cubby pack. Yep, you're on that side. I personally had the Royals, so that was a loser. I personally had the Rays, so that was a loser. Yeah, it was a shitty day for me, but at least you came in here with a bunch of winners. Kershaw over K's, Yankee game over. Blue Jays first 5, Snell over K's, Giants money line, Soler home run. Obviously, they didn't score. St. Louis sunk me down till Thursday, my guys. Payday bullets. Nah, I got you. Mookie Betts. Yeah, I know. I'll hear from Bailey in a little bit. I'll have to get information from him. Howdy. What's up, Markel? Morning, y'all. Wishing you guys and the chat good luck on your tickets. Yeah, can't be much worse than yesterday. I don't want to hear about the Cubbies losers. Shake my head. I was bawling out tears. White Sox, first 5 money line, and the under in the Dodger game. There you go. Your morning Twins in chat went 6-3. Nice fade on my Brewers and a nice live on Braves, and went to sleep. Woke up to money in the pocket. At least you did. I was going to live bet the Diamondbacks at plus 400. The Rockies hit a triple, so I didn't. D-backs left him stranded and won. Yesterday was rough. Yankees game was comedy.
It was so good. So good.
Imagine how many people lost free money on those Yankees.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, Bailey, I'll put my Twitter in the chat, so that you can go ahead and you can go ahead and DM me, and I'll send you $10 or whatever for the membership thing. White Sox, yes, White Sox hit yesterday. I was unfortunately not on it, so I was wrong about Mookie hitting a home run in his first at bat. Yeah, he hit it in his second at bat. Thumbs up. 5-4. I killed D-Cracks, took -2.5. Yeah, and there's my Twitter. So there you go. Shout out to everyone. What up, fellas? What up, Razor? I know Razor's been having a really good time in baseball yesterday. His big play was the under in the Brewers game yesterday. So hell yeah, Razor. Keep going with that. I hope my Mets turn things around beginning tonight. Yep. I mean, it's Paul Blackburn tonight. Revenge game, kind of like that. Congrats on the new girlfriend. Saw it was official on X. Yes, I'm quite happy with now. So it's nice. She's actually in the other room, so I'll make sure I tell her. Shout out to Razor with the under 8. There you go. Let's jump into the games, Nick, right away, right?
First, we're gonna if you look at the banners,
that's why I mentioned that first. Go ahead.
There. Quick shout out to signupexpert.com. If you guys football season's coming up soon, or if you want for even baseball season, to be able to shop around, have more books to use and things along those lines, down in the description below, signupexpert.com. What it'll do is you click on that link and you can put in, for me, I would go there and I would put in North Carolina because that's where I'm located. And then it'll tell you which available books are in your area, whether it's Caesars, if my camera wants to work, whether it's Caesars or DraftKings and BetMGM. It'll tell you which ones are available, what different bonuses you can get when you sign up for these books. And it also, for those who like player props and things along those lines, there's Underdog Fantasy and Sleeper and Prize Picks and Boom and Parlay Play and Dabble. There's a bunch of different ones when you can get different rewards just for signing up. Use the description in the link in the description down below, signupexpert.com. If you guys are looking to expand your books, have more to choose from, and come football and basketball season, that could be very important if you're getting like a +3.5 rather than a +3 or something like that, when you're able to shop around and find the best available numbers. Signupexpert.com, link in the description down below.
There you go. Let's head to the first game of the day, Nick.
Yeah, let's switch over to the baseball. There we go. And we will get into it now. With the Baltimore Orioles and the Washington Nationals, we have the Orioles -170 favorites in this game with a total of 9 in this one. Jake Irving and Trevor Rogers, your pitching matchup here. This line opened up at a 177. It's now down to a 174. So we've had a 3-cent line movement here towards the Washington Nationals. In the total, line opened up at a 9 at -115. It's now a 9 at +102. So we have a move towards the under and a slight move towards the Nationals, suggesting Jake Irving could potentially pitch well today. Taking a look at the cash flow in this game, where we have 13% of the tickets and 53% of the cash is on the Nationals, suggesting that the Nationals are very alive in this game. 91% of tickets, 91% of the cash is on the over. The line's gone and moved 17 cents towards the under. Does pique my interest there. However, the way these two teams are hitting, I'm not particularly interested in too much of it and under. And the way Jake Irvin's been pitching, 6.33 ERA, 1.44 whip the last 30 days. So it looks like his innings are starting to finally catch up to him a little bit. 7.67 strikeouts per nine, which is 20%, 2.33 walks per nine, a 3.04 BABIP, a 6.10 FIP, but a 4.28 SIERA, suggesting we could potentially see a little bit better from him there. On the flip side, Trevor Rogers, 4.32 ERA, 1.44 WHIP, 5.4 strikeouts per nine, which is 14%, 2.88 walks per nine, a 4.73 BABIP, and a 5.31 SIERA. The bullpen edge does go towards Baltimore in this game, as well as the hitting edge, 128 WRC plus, which is 4th, compared to 113th, which is 12th. The markets are suggesting to me that the Washington Nationals are very live in this game, and that's kind of where my lean is at the moment, would be towards the first five, because first five with the Nationals. The line's moved 5 cents towards the Orioles zone, the first five, even though it's moved a couple cents towards the Nationals full game, which is kind of interesting there. And I kind of lean under in this game, even though these pitchers do not breed confidence and the teams are hitting a little bit there. This line moving down with all the money on the over kind of points to me that this could be a game where Jake Irvin pitches well. I lean first five under. I lean Nationals first five, maybe plus a half. Could be worth a look there. But I don't think I'm getting to either in this game, but it's a lead towards the Natties and the under.
Welcome to day number 120. And if you guys have been following me on Twitter at all, I bet the Baltimore Orioles every single day of the season and see how we do. Money line is minus 170. Run line is plus 120. Money line this year is up 5.3 units. Run line this year is up 21.15. So going to keep on rolling. I don't even cap the Oriole games at this point. It's Orioles every single day. So let's keep running with it.
Look, I lean the opposite way, but I don't think I have enough conviction to bet it.
That's fine. I think Sale is in the conversation. For Cy Young, he was always in the conversation.
He was the front runner.
Yeah, he was the front runner for a while. Cheers, Markel. Hi, bros. Won't rub it in, but Golden Sombrero +1 is hard to do. Yeah, it was definitely not fun yesterday. $0 in the bank today, $1,400 in the bank on Thursday. I got you. Nationals team total over. No, thank you.
I can see him getting to.
Some sports books have the worst bonuses. Sometimes you have to win 10 times in order for the bonus to be withdrawn.
Yeah. Sometimes, you got to read the fine prints and things along those lines. Restrictions may apply, things along those lines. But yeah, I got you.
It's okay, Nathan. Baltimore run line, yes. Baltimore, yes. There's the Baltimore stats for this year. So if you guys are interested in that, there you go. Trevor Rogers fade. Nationals first five.
I'm very tempted in that Natties.
We know always every day. Stubbornness, blah blah blah. Don't even cap it. Yeah, okay. Let's keep going into this one, Nick.
Yeah, let's get into it with the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds. This game was annoying yesterday, but this line opened up at a 125. It's now a 128 for the Reds, so a slight move towards the Reds here in this one. Line opened up 8.5. Minus 120, got up to a 9, but it's come back down to the 8.5, and it's moved 4 cents towards the under since the opening line. 92% of the tickets and 91% of the cash is on the over in this game, with the line moving slightly towards the under in this spot. 75% of the tickets are on the Reds, but 55% of the cash is on the Cardinals. So suggesting that the Cardinals could be a live dog today versus Hunter Green. We have Eric Fetty versus Green in this matchup here. 4.87 ERA, 1.23 WHIP, 8.41 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%, 2.66 walks per nine, a 250 BABIP, a 5.39 FIP, and a 4.41 SIERA. On the flip side, Hunter Green has been arguably one of the best pitchers in baseball, and he has catapulted himself into the conversation for Cy Young Award. A 1.13 ERA, a 0.69 WHIP the last 30 days, 10.69 strikeouts per nine, which is 31%, 2.53 walks per nine, a 176 BABIP, but 2.61 FIP, and a 3.16 SIERA. Bullpen edge does go towards the Reds. Hitting edge does go towards the Reds at 95 WRC plus, which is 19th compared to 93, which is 21st, which is confusing why this line, it looks like the sharp money is on the Reds, or on the Cardinals, but the line's moved a couple cents towards the Reds. For me, this is another spot where I think I think the under is worth a look in this game at 4.5 in the first 5 innings. The line opened up at a 110. It got up to a 5 for the first 5, and it's back down to a 4.5 minus 110. But I look for Hunter Green to be able to pitch well in this game. All the money is on the over in this one, 92% of tickets, 91% of the cash, but yet this line has moved slightly towards the under. Now, it did tick up, and there was buyback, but seeing all these tickets, all those guys. I could see Fetty pitch well in this game, and I think Hunter Green pitches well in this one as well. So I think I want to move on this first 5 under in this game. First 5 under, 4.5 for me.
I'm already on it with you. I can get under 8.5 at even money. I really like this pitching matchup. Eric Fetty finally out of Chicago, so that's really good to see for him in terms of he's actually going to be able to compete this year. And Hunter Green has been fantastic. I could easily. I know that you loved your first 5s, which is probably the stronger choice in this one because I don't know if I can really trust bullpens.
These bullpens have been okay. These bullpens have been fine.
But I really like this pitching matchup, and I'm going to be on the under with you, under 8.5. Fetty, how many starts has he had since leaving? That was with St. Louis. Was this with St. Louis? That Chicago game was also with St. Louis. So he's pitched twice with St. Louis so far. First start was ugly. Second start was a lot better against Tampa. I think he has a good start here against a Reds team that I'm not, obviously we're not super high on coming into the year, and they kind of struggled. I like the under 8.5.
Yeah. The Reds remind me a lot of the San Diego Padres last year. They aren't, they're really struggling in those 1-run games and in extra inning games, just like San Diego did last year. And I said that San Diego would positively regress this year with that, which they have. So maybe Cincinnati is worth a look next year in futures with maybe a turnaround, kind of like what we've seen the Padres do.
Not a bad option. Let's go back over to the chat. Do the Nats hit lefties? Nick, do they hit lefties?
I read it off. Well, it doesn't. Yeah, 113 WRC plus, 12th in baseball the last 30 days.
There you go. Reds money line. Might lean under. Reds on a 2-game winning streak. Red hot. If that's red hot, then okay. Was that Razor Sharp the man who somehow never loses? He's really good at what he does, so I could believe that. I can't get over how incredible pitching matchup. Yeah, but that one kind of, we could have seen that one coming, honestly, but I decided to take a different route to it. Didn't work out. We'll move on. Let's head to this one, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Cleveland Guardians and the Chicago Cubs. Talk about a frustrating game last night. Mm-hmm. Chicago really came all the way back just to give up a run in the bottom of the 8th. And the Guardians are 62-0 after leading after 8 innings this year, which is crazy. This line opened up at a 115. It's been a pretty swift move towards the Cleveland Guardians, up to a 145 now, a 30-cent line movement towards Cleveland. Line opened up 8.5 minus 110. It's now 8.5 minus 115. So we do have a move towards the over here as well. Let's take a look at the cash flow. And this one, 72% of tickets, 93% of cash is on Cleveland. The line moving towards them, so everything checks out there. 96% of the tickets, 99% of the cash is on the over in this game. Here, Javier Assad and Matthew Boyd, your pitching matchup here. Assad, 4.12 ERA, 1.73 WHIP. 5.03 strikeouts per 9, which is 12%, 6.41 walks per 9, a 270 BABIP, a 6.33 FIP, and a 6.48 Sierra. I've got nothing on Matthew Boyd because he hasn't pitched within the last 30 days. I don't
think he's pitched at all this year.
Yeah, it still says starter TBD for Cleveland. The bullpen edge does go towards the Cubbies, and the hitting edge against lefties. This is a bad matchup for Matthew Boyd coming in his first start because the Cubs are number 1 in baseball the last 30 days against lefties, 147 WRC plus compared to 76, which is 28th for the Guardians. I think the Guardians regress here. It's just this line's moved crazy towards the Guardians, and maybe that was because Matthew Boyd was announced the pitcher, and just everybody's fading him because they haven't seen anything from him. I feel like if you like Cleveland, you may have missed your line. This is probably a no play for me. I would like to see what we're going to get out of Matthew Boyd first.
I wanted to take the Cubs, but I'm not trusting the Cubs again. This is a team that I know we tried to go out. I tried to back him last night, and with Imagino, who's been one of the best pitchers or has been the best pitcher for the Cubs this year, and I can't trust him anymore. Just not a good spot for the Cubs to try to bounce back. I know they were hot coming into that game, and they won 4 straight, and then that was just kind of a weird game last night. I'm going to end up staying away from this one just because I want to see what Boyd's got, because we haven't really seen him. I don't think we've seen him at all this year. This is the first time I'm seeing of him or remember of him. So for me, this one's a stay away.
Fair.
Ooh, active chat today. Got Reds -1.5, -124 last night. I'm not going to talk you off the Reds.
Hunter Green's been absolutely awesome.
Damn, Reds play when they want. When they want, and we can see the underneath that they suck. Yes, they're young. The Reds are a very young team. Stop Geo, insane in the membrane. Free play of the day. White Sox -1.5, +465. Small free bet from my Fanatics credits. Dude, I'm gonna. As much as I would love, you know what? I'm never. You know what? Fine. I'm never gonna say no to plus money like that. But I can't do it. The Yankees could never lose 2 games in a row to the White Sox, right?
Never. There's no chance they lose 2 games in a row.
Cleveland -1.5. Assad has been looking good lately. Assad's been one of the more consistent pieces. Cleveland. Bullpen taxed.
Yeah, that's one thing with Cleveland that we got to keep an eye on is their bullpen's going to regress because they're using a lot of pitchers. I think 5 pitchers on the bullpen have already have 50 appearances because their starters go 5 innings.
Yeah. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Dad. How you doing? And 446 is saying good morning to my dad as well. That he loves the Earle Sons. Cool. Lean over. Sup, bros? We need hockey back.
Yeah, we do.
Mr. Numbers always brings the activity to the chat. Yes, because it's always you. Yeah. I was wrong on this game yesterday, Nick.
Yeah, and of course, this was a game I left off yesterday. I did not leave it off my card today. This is the only game I have a play in coming into this one. I've already moved on the Astros in the first 5 innings at -130. This line opened up at a 122. It's now a 132 for the Astros. So we have a 10-cent line movement towards Houston in this one. Line opened up at an 8 at even money. It's now 7.5 -115. Move towards the under, and then he moved towards Houston in this one here. 96% of the tickets, 97% of the cash is on the Houston or on the over. 76% of the tickets, 72% of the cash is on the Astros. The lines move towards the Astros. The lines move towards the under. We have Yusei Kikuchi taking on Shane Baz. Kikuchi last 30 days, 7.11 ERA, 1.54 WHIP, 13.5 strikeouts per nine, which is 33%, but a 4.62 walks per nine. A 373 BABIP before FIP and a 3.44 Sierra. On the flip side, Baz 4.24 ERA, 1.50 WHIP, 7.71 strikeouts per nine, which is 19%. 4.24 walks per nine, a 310 BABIP, a 4.12 FIP, and a 4.79 Sierra. Kikuchi has looked a lot better in an Astros uniform, though. I think he had 11 strikeouts in his first start, 8 in his second start, so he's been pitching a lot better as of late. I've noticed they've changed his pitch repertoire around a little bit. His pitch usage dropped it. I think they dropped his curveball usage and they increased his slider or something along those lines, and he's looked a lot better. Maybe he can show why he was worth trading Wagner, Loperfido, and Bloss. We'll see. And on the flip side, Baz, 4.24 ERA, 1.50 WHIP, whenever his numbers. Bullpen edge does go towards Tampa, and the hitting edge does go towards Tampa as of late. Tampa's hit lefties pretty well, 127 WRC plus, 7th in baseball compared to 106, which is 15th, which is why I limited it just down to the first 5 innings. I'll look for Yusei Kikuchi to come out here, pitch well, and not trust the Astros bullpen as much against a Rays bullpen that has been much better as of late. So this is Astros in the first 5 innings for me at -130.
I want to go back to another under. Kikuchi, as you mentioned, has looked a lot better since coming over to the Astros. He's only pitched 2 starts, but his strikeout numbers are up, and he looks like a different pitcher. And I mean, Houston does that to people. Plus, he was playing in Toronto. So, on the opposite side, you get Tampa, who I don't trust their offense, and you get Shane Baz, who's been really solid this year. He did have a bad start in his last game, allowed 4 earned runs and 4 1/3. But I do think you're going to see a better start from him here. Now, I'm not taking a side in this one. I just think this is going to be a low-scoring, really good pitchers duel. I like the under 7.5 in this one. I can see this one being like a 2-1, 3-1 type of game. So I'm taking the under.
I could see an under in this game as well. I just prefer the Astros here.
Shout out Earle Sr. There you go. Bang, bang, Strogang. Austin Matthews named captain of the Leafs, playing the parade.
I just find it hilarious that Tavares is still on the team and they just pulled his captaincy.
There you go. Cooch over strikeouts. Fade Cooch Day. Bailey, I think you're a little bit confused. He's on the Astros now. He's no longer in Toronto, so he's actually on a good team. No Spider-Man. It was always about the Earle Bros. Is it, though? The Cooch. Tampa money line. Are the Astros the best team in baseball? No.
Not yet.
No. The Orioles are the best team in baseball. Astros win. Ride the wave. Hitting the ball. Alvarez super hot. He has been really, really good. I'm going to go play a game. I am going to be playing something in this game as well, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Texas Rangers and the Boston Red Sox. We have the Red Sox minus 140 favorites, total of 10 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one between Cutter Crawford and Jose Urena. Line opened up at a 150. It's down to a 140 now for the Red Sox, so a 10-cent line movement towards them there. Line opened up at a 10 at minus 1, even money. It's now a 10 at minus 115. 92% of the tickets and 90% of the cash is on the over in this one, explaining the line movement towards the over. 82% of the tickets, 82% of the cash is on the Red Sox, with the line moving towards these Texas Rangers. Telling me that the Rangers are alive in this game. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here, where we have Jose Urena has been bad. 7.71 ERA, 1.96 WHIP the last 30 days. 4.41 strikeouts per nine, which is 10%, 4.96 walks per nine, a 339 BABIP, a 703 FIP, and a 5.86 SIERA. On the flip side, Cutter Crawford's been bad. But yet this line's, my bad. The line has moved 15 cents towards the over with majority of the bets on it, though. 7.71 ERA, 1.36 WHIP, 6.66 strikeouts per nine, which is 17%. 2.1 walks per nine, a 213 BABIP, a 9.10 FIP, and a 506 SIERA. Both bullpens have been terrible. Bullpen edge does go towards the Rangers. The hitting edge goes towards the Astros. The Red Sox, 125 WRC plus, which is 6th, compared to 78, which is 27th. I would like to be able to back the Texas Rangers in this game with the way the markets are pointing in this one, but just can you trust Jose Urena? And then can you trust this bullpen? And can you trust this team to hit? And after all that, it's no, and no. So it's a pass for me in this game. I wanted to find a way to get involved with Texas in this spot. I did. But I don't trust their bats. I don't trust Urena. I don't trust their bullpen.
How about instead of trusting the Rangers, can I get you to trust in an over?
Do they hit enough?
Against the Red Sox?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
The Rangers are 27th in baseball against righties the last 30 days. They're not hitting.
I'm not as worried about that because Crawford's going to go 3 to 5 innings, and then you're getting the Boston bullpen, who has not been good. Not to mention this is a Red Sox team. Yes, they went under yesterday, which I was on the according to some books that you pushed. But this is still a Red Sox team that's gone over in since the All-Star break, they've gone over in 75% of their games. So This has been a team that's been a big overcasher lately, and I want to keep backing overs with the Red Sox. So especially with how the Red Sox have been hitting as well, give me the over in this game, Nick.
Yeah, I guess it's over or nothing, but I don't know if I want to pull the trigger yet.
Are you able to go to the chat?
Yeah. Where do you leave off?
I got 12.
We got Billy Briz in the chat. What's up, Twins? Hope all as well. Dana White Contender Series fight tonight. Bet Tuan Ho money line plus 152. There you go. A little Dana White Contender Series action there. Arizona might be the best team in baseball. They're the hottest team in baseball. I wouldn't say they're the best team in baseball though, but yeah, currently they are the hottest team in baseball. Ranger danger. Yeah, over 10. I can see that there. Good morning, gentlemen. What's good? Untouchable. Rangers money line. White Sox money line was never in doubt last night. It was beautiful. That was absolutely gorgeous. MGM Daily MLB free to play game won 30% boost. Nice. There you go. Using it on the Stros money line minus 106. There you go. Rangers money line. Red Sox are 28 and 31 at home. They struggle at home. They did win last night. Yeah, but they do struggle at home. Shall we run it back with house money? White Sox first 5. I think most likely, yeah, because I think the Yankees are going to be minus 300 favorites again. Rangers are bad, yeah. Lean Red Sox. Untouchable, yes, sir. White Sox first 5 plus 205 on FanDuel. There you go. Under 10. What up, Twins? What's good, Cameron Hunt? How that game was not over last night? Yeah.
I mean, you got lucky to lose by the hook. Like, it went to extra innings. That's the only reason why we came close.
What's good, Real Deal Prime? Good morning, gentlemen. Chat. All information noted. There you go. Rangers money line was a brutal beat last night. Yeah, they had an opportunity in the bottom half of the 10th to win that game there.
Top half.
Yeah, top half.
Yeah. Ranger. Oh no. So, yeah. Well, they were hitting in the top half.
Yeah, man. If you had the White Sox minus 9.5, it probably would have paid. I don't know what it would have been last night, but that was the first time all year that they did. But we'll move on here. We have the Minnesota Twins and the Kansas City Royals. This line has moved pretty dramatically since since I typed this up this morning. It opened up with the Royals as minus 110 favorites, and now the Twins are all the way up to minus 130. Line opened up in an 8.5 minus 105. It's now an 8.5 at minus 115. So I'll move towards the over here as well. Taking a look at the cash flow, 40% of the tickets and 78% of the cash is coming in on the Royals, and the books care so much about that they've turned them from from a favorite to a dog. 97% of the tickets, 97% of the cash is on the over here as well. We have the MLB debut of Zebby Matthews for the Minnesota Twins, taking on Seth Lugo. Lugo, 4.54 ERA, 1.07 WHIP, 5.61 strikeouts per nine, which is 15%, 2.14 walks per nine, a 245 BABIP, a 3.98 FIP, and a 4.67 SIERA. On the flip side, this is Zebby Matthews' debut. I'll get into him in just a minute. The bullpen edge does go towards the Minnesota Twins, as well as the hitting edge, 129 WRC plus, which is third, compared to 126, which is fifth. I like Zebby Matthews, and I've been following a couple prospects lately, and he's one of them. He has a really low walk rate, and that's one thing that I was listening to a couple people talk about him as well. That's a really good thing about him, but it's also something that could be a little bit concerning at times, is he stays too much in the strike zone. Which you throw 96 up in the zone, you're fine though. Sometimes his strikeout rate's been fine, and he throws a lot of strikes. He doesn't walk many batters. I think this plays well into him pitching well in the major leagues, and I think he's more of a bet on pitcher than a bet against pitcher right off the rip. Now, I want to try to find what the best available number is. I would like to back Zebby Matthews and the Minnesota Twins in this game. And I think the market's suggesting to us pretty heavily that the Twins are the side in this game. And I know it's moved a decent amount, but I'm looking at the Twins at minus 130 in this game. We are seeing the bigger bets coming in on the Royals, and the books not caring whatsoever about that. I'm seeing minus 130 over on Fanatics. I would like to back the Minnesota Twins in this game, in the spot. Full game money line because I like their hitting edge, and I like the bullpen edge with them as well. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some, Twins money line.
I'm going to stay away from this game. I want to see what Zebby has. Zebby was a 8th round pick in the 2022 draft. He was the number 6 overall prospect. He came out of Western Carolina.
Oh, he's a Catamount.
Yeah, so he kind of went to a crappy school.
Hey.
But this year in the minor leagues, 6-3 record, 2.6 ERA, 97 innings pitched, and 114 strikeouts. So he is a strikeout pitcher. I'm going to stay away from this game. I want to see what he's got beforehand. Plus, on the opposite side is my boy Seth Lugo, who's been – he's gotten hit a little bit lately, so he's kind of taken himself out of the Cy Young race because he allowed 4 earned runs in his last start to the Red Sox, 2 starts previous to that, 6 earned runs versus the Cubs, 2 runs previous to that, 5 earned runs to the Red Sox. So he's been struggling a little bit lately. I do lean towards the Royals. I have them to win the series still, which is probably not going to happen at this point. But I would lean Kansas City again. But I don't feel like I need to bet it because I already have them to win the series.
Fair. I'm on the Minnesota Twins at minus 130.
There you go. Seager home run? Sure. Twins money line.
Yep.
No. Over. I could see an over. I'm fading the line movements often. Kansas City money line. Lean KC. I always lose when I back a pitcher making his debut. There you go. Yesterday, CLV was all about the Giants yesterday. And they lost. So, yeah. Battle of the DMV. Got to be Orioles money line / run line, right, Timmy? Duh. 2 of the last 3 starts for Lugo has been fading. Royals can't win and Minnesota Twins win. Yeah, it's funny. We don't mention. I don't really hear any more of. The Mets lost out on Lugo now because he's been struggling a little bit. But when he was pitching good, we heard all about it. Royals money line, Marlins nerfing whoever they play money line. The usual Philly. Yes, I have to put that there. Nick, I'll let you do the next part.
Yeah. And as you guys may see in the bottom right corner there, we do have a couple of sponsors. For the Earle Sports Bet Show, and we're going to talk about our next one there. W Energy in the bottom right corner. You'll see the logo is currently covered up by the writing, but it is a no sugar alternative for energy drinks and powders. No jitters and things, no crashes. More authentic, more natural. Thank you. Tons of flavors and things along those lines to help you through your workouts or things along those lines. Get your energy throughout the day without the sugar and without the jitters and without the crash. Tons of flavors. Check out the link in the description down below. There is a link for it. Use the promo code Earle Sports Bets at checkout, and you can get 10% off your entire order. Be sure to check out W Energy. The link to that is in the description down below. Shout out to W Energy, a affiliate partner of Earle Sports Bets.
Let's jump into the next game, Nick.
Yeah. The Los Angeles Dodgers and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Dodgers minus 125 favorites, total of 9 in this game. Gavin Stone and Colin Ray. This line opened up with the Dodgers around 114 range. It's now up to a slight move to them up to a minus 120. It did get up to a 125, so some buyback here on the Brewers. Line opened up in an 8.5 up to a 9, suggesting that Stone and Ray could get hit a little bit here. 98% of the tickets, 98% of the cash is on the over in this one. 65% of the tickets, 86% of the cash is on the Dodgers in this spot here. A slight move towards them in this one. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Gavin Stone's really struggled as of late. 5.95 ERA, 1.68 WHIP, 5.95 strikeouts per nine, which is 14%, 1.83 walks per nine, a 3.38 BABIP, a 6.43 FIP, and a 4.69 SIERA. On the flip side, Colin Ray has been arguably the best pitcher on the staff for these Milwaukee Brewers in the last 35 days. He's pitching to a 1.57 ERA, a 1 WHIP the last 30 days. He's been awesome. 11.74 strikeouts per nine, which is 33%, 2.65 walks per nine, a 2.88 BABIP, a 2.48 FIP, and a 2.80 SIERA. The bullpen edge does go to the Milwaukee Brewers. The hitting edge goes towards the Brewers, 124 WRC plus, which is 8th, compared to 111, which is 11th for the Dodgers. This is by far the most we've seen Gavin Stone pitch in a game. Now, I don't know how many innings he threw in the minor leagues, but he's already at 116 in the third innings pitched. So we're starting to potentially reach unfamiliar territories with Gavin Stone. The way the line, I don't think is moving enough considering all the money that's on the Dodgers here in this spot. I am on the Brewers. I am going to be on the Brewers money line. I see a pretty massive pitching advantage with them here, a bullpen advantage, and a hitting advantage with the Brewers here in this spot. And I'm going to go ahead and shop around, find the best number. And I'm seeing plus 110 over on Bet365. Brewers money line for me.
You have fun with that. I tried the Brewers last night. Didn't work out. I'll let you go back to doing the Dodger fade, and I'm going to stay away because whenever I tend to stay away, you normally do a little bit better. I obviously am very high in the Brewers. I have their division ticket, which looks really nice. I have their World Series ticket at 50-1, so we'll see how that one goes. I'm high on the Brewers, but I'm not going to necessarily go and try to bet this game. So, no, thank you.
Fair.
Sharps on Miami tonight. We don't even know who's pitching for Miami, so I don't know how Sharps can ever, we don't even know who's pitching for Miami. Phillies cash cow.
Let me take a look at where the lines moved, because I have the lines on DraftKings and stuff like that. They opened up at a 180. It's up to a 205. Yep. They are a cash cow tonight because the total is a 9. So, yeah. Philly run line. I got that at even money. I just bet that too.
Funny dudes. Brewers. Why are you guys giving promos during the show? About big time now. I'm not really sure big time, but I'm on the Brewers tonight. Stone hasn't been good over as well. Red Bull is the way to go. I personally have not had energy drinks since December of 2019.
But maybe W is the one to try because it's I think it's no caffeine, or it's a different type of caffeine. It's sugar free, and there's a bunch of check it out the website, and you'll be able to read up on it a lot more. Mm-hmm. And when we keep mentioning this, I'll have better things to say about it going forward because I'm still learning the product as well. But for what I'm seeing so far, it looks pretty cool.
Over, pass. I think the over is the better play. The Dodgers have way too many bats to fade. Yeah, now they have Mookie Betts back, so it was a clear fade on the Brewers yesterday. Okay. Can't often get the Dodgers minus 1.5 at plus money with nobody on them. Cash minus 1.5 last night. Back at it again today. They own the Brewers point blank.
Except for when Dallas Keuchel pitches.
With Betts back, you need to stop the fade Earle. Top lineup in MLB. Plus the division is now close. They'll go all out. We are doing the system. We are not. I mean, he's the Dodgers one, but we're not stopping our things just because something pops up. Or people are just blindly fading Walker, I guess. Mountain Dew. I prefer Zaxby's last night on DoorDash. I got everything but one thing: the sauce. Damn it! Now Zaxby's. Is there a Zaxby's nearby?
Yes, there is.
Where?
There's one over by the hospital.
That's right.
Yeah.
Maybe you get Zaxby's today. Anyways, D-backs, Phillies, Padres, money line. I'm hoping the first and third teams lose, but that's not the point. Ordered. I got you. I got what you meant. Let's keep going. And I know I missed out on this one, Nick, yesterday. I kind of want to go. I'm probably going to try to go the opposite way that you are, though.
I don't know if I'm betting this game, though, because let's take a look here. This line opened up with the Yankees as minus 300 favorites over on Bet Online. They're now down to a 272. So this line is plummeted. And this line opened up at a 9 at minus 110. It's now a 9 at minus 125. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game. 87% of the tickets, 89% of the cash is on the Yankees in this one here, and the line's dropping. 97% of the tickets, 99% of the cash is on the over. In this one, the line's moved towards the over in this spot. One thing they need to take a look at, Bet Online doesn't have it at a minus 300, but I want to see if all these other do. No, only 2 of my books do. BetMGM has a minus 303, and Bet365 has a minus 300. I look for 5 or 6 books to add my 7 that I use to have the minus 300. I see 298 on DraftKings, 290 on ESPN Bet, 290 on Fanatics, 295 over on FanDuel. If you want to shop around and have more books, you guys know the link in the description for Sign Up Expert there. But I do not see this as a minus 300 fade yet. Now, this line could easily move up, and they can fall themselves into it. And Tim, you know how many times we've had a minus 300 favorite on the road this year?
Twice.
You know what the record is?
0-2.
Yep. Both times the White Sox were home dogs and the favorite and the road team was minus 300. They won outright. And they limited their opponents to 2 runs in those games, winning 13-2 combined score. Granted, the first one was 1-0. So, but let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. I don't have much confidence in Nestor Cortez on the road. You want to lay minus 270 with a pitcher the last 30 days with a 9.26 ERA and a 1.93 whip, be my guest. 6.94 strikeouts per nine, which is 16%, 3.47 walks per nine, a 380 BABIP, a 6.39 FIP, and a 5.11 Sierra. On the flip side, it is Jonathan Cannon, 3.48 ERA, 1.26 whip, 4.65 strikeouts per nine, which is 13%, 2.61 walks per nine, a 281 BABIP, a 4.46 FIP, and a 5.31 Sierra. Bullpen edge goes towards the Yankees. Hitting edge is a significant one towards the Yankees, 151 WRC plus, which is number 1 in baseball, compared to 53, which is dead last in baseball. So 2 teams that are complete opposites, why the Yankees are almost minus 300 favorites on the road. If this doesn't touch minus 300, I'm going to go on and take my money and run. The only way I'm back in the White Sox today is the first 5 full game minus 300 fade. So it's a pass for me. Lean White Sox or nothing. I think that's pretty self-explanatory with the line the way it is. But it's a pass for me.
You want to see me do something gross?
What?
Give me the Yankees minus 2.5. It's like minus 110 area. What was the last thing that we just saw from the Yankees? How about getting demolished 12-2 by the worst team in possible baseball history? Yeah. If this Yankee team is an actual serious team, then be competitive. Win this game and win by a lot. Because they just allowed 12 earned runs on 19 hits last night. Do better than that if you guys really... Because all I'm hearing is, that the Yankees are a World Series contender. If they do that, no, they're not. So prove to me otherwise. I'm grabbing the Yankees tonight. I'm grabbing them at minus 110 on the minus 2.5. It is disgusting, but that's where I'm going for it.
Wow. Yeah, that's a no thanks for me.
Oh, I agree. It's disgusting, but I'm doing it. Then I meant to get Bojangles breakfast. I freaking forgot. Oh, Bojangles. God damn it. Markel, you're making me hungry, and I still have a show to do. Please. Worst thing is when they forget their sauce. Canes. Damn it now.
Tim, focus.
Yanks minus 1.5 is minus 180. That's why I have to do the 2.5. I just ordered a 6-pack of the promo drinks. 446 supports the channel. There you go.
You use the promo code Earle SportsBets to save 10% off your purchase. And I believe you can do that every single time you use that site as well.
Right on. Yankee run line, you have to do minus 2.5. I'll be on the White Sox tomorrow. That I could see. Bet White Sox first 5. Nasty Nestor is horrendous. Got to go over. White Sox. No way the big bad Yankees lose 2 in a row. You know what? If they do, then I will pay to see the Yankees lose. That's fine with me. Yankees were so bad yesterday. Teams always bounce back after an embarrassing blowout. That's why I really like the Yankees today. Small same-game parlay, Yurfie and the White Sox first 5 full game. I'm not doing that. Good luck to you. Did you know my Yanks had 11 walks and 9 hits and only scored 2 runs? Almost impossible to do. That's doesn't even sound right. Still, -2.5, -110 makes sense. Makes you want to go -3.5, 4.5, maybe even 5.5. Take a shot with it. Yeah, I'm hungry too. Yankees -3.5. Judge over a hit. That's got to be really juicy. Soto hit, Judge hit, parlay. That's got to be very juicy. We've got 4 games left, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Toronto Blue Jays and the LA Angels. The Blue Jays are -135 road favorites. Total of 8.5. This line's dropped, though. It opened up at 125. It got all the way up to a -140. And now it's all the way down to a -120 for the Blue Jays. So we've had to move towards the Angels now in this game. And line opened up at an 8.5, -115. It's up to a 9, -107, suggesting Kevin Gausman could be a little vulnerable in this game against Carson Fulmer. 95% of tickets, 97% of the cash is coming in on these on this over. 91% or 81% of tickets, 94% of cash is coming in on the Blue Jays, with the line moving towards the Angels now with the buyback. We have Carson Fulmer taking on Kevin Gausman. Gausman, 3.82 ERA, 1.08 WHIP, 5.09 strikeouts per nine, which is 14%, 3.06 walks per nine, a 2.02 BABIP, a 4.9 FIP, and a 5.49 SIERA. On the flip side, Carson Fulmer, 3.60 ERA, 1 WHIP, 7.92 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%, 2.88 walks per nine, a 2.12 BABIP, a 4.17 FIP, and a 4.34 SIERA. The bullpen edge does go towards the LA Angels. The hitting edge goes towards the Blue Jays, 110 WRC plus, which is 13th, compared to 84, which is 25th. I would like to back the Angels in this spot. Full game money line in this game. Look for them to get the win here. I see negative regression coming in Kevin Gausman's future, and I feel like it could be this game. When you're pitching a 3.82 ERA, yet your FIP is a 4.9 and your SIERA is a 5.49, suggests to me you are getting lucky. And I could see them potentially getting to him there. So I'm looking at this Angels squad in this game, and I want to see what the best available number is for me to get for the Angels here, and I think I'm going to move on them.
You know me with Blue Jay games, so not going to bet it. Although I always hope that you win whenever you fade the Blue Jays. For whatever reason, I never got them right, so I'm not really a big fan of them. This is a stay away spot. Gausman had a longer contract, so I'm not really surprised that he's still with the team. But some of the other guys, I was really surprised like Bassett stayed with Toronto, and they didn't sell more than they actually did. I know they're trying to be competitive next year, but I don't see that. This line being as close as it is Angels or nothing. I think I'm going to end up getting to one more game on today's card, and that's about it, which will probably be the last game of the day. So we'll see with that, but I'm going to stay away from this one for right now.
Fair.
Gausman good on the road. Jays first 5, Angels for full game. Nito over bases. I remember watching Nito in college because I remember we saw
him at Campbell.
ECU versus Campbell, and we got to see him. That was cool. It's actually -130. Jays money line. Jays bullpen has me rarely taking full games. You skipped the Detroit Seattle game because there was no line.
I think they scratched Kirby.
Yeah. So yeah, if we don't have a line for a game, we can't really go over it because we're missing some starting pitchers. Blue Jays money line. The good old days talking about food on ESV and fried chicken. Anyways, now you got me hungry again. Angels batting cooled down. Do Vladdy props. Hades Alvarez. He has been good. Yes. 3 games left, Nick.
Yep. Also, FanDuel +112. LA Angels full game money line. LA Angels full game money line. There, the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies, a game that I think could have been a minus 300 fade if there was a line earlier in the day. This line opened up at a minus 248 for these Arizona Diamondbacks. It's now minus 198, a 50-cent line movement towards these Colorado Rockies. And this line opened up at a 9 at even money. It's now 9 at minus 107. So move towards the over here and a pretty decent-sized move towards Colorado. We have 93% of tickets, 91% of cash on the Diamondbacks. The line's moving towards the Rockies, 98% of tickets, 98% of cash on the over here in this spot. Austin Gomber taking on Eduardo Rodriguez. Gomber, 6.66 ERA, 1.48 whip, 8.51 strikeouts per nine, which is 21%, 1.85 walks per nine, a 3.08 BABIP, a 6.17 FIP, and a 4 SIERA. On the flip side, Eduardo Rodriguez, I believe, has made one start since coming back. Where he pitched against Cleveland, gave up 3 earned runs on 4 hits, 2 walks, 1 strikeout in 5 2/3. So he looked okay in his first start back. The bullpen edge goes towards the Diamondbacks. The hitting edge goes towards the Diamondbacks, 135 WRC plus, which is 5th, compared to 72, which is 27th. I have no interest in this game whatsoever. I guess Colorado or nothing. It'd be Colorado first 5 or nothing. Kind of fade Rodriguez on his second start back. Gomber last year he was the king of the first 5. So I lean there, but not a game I'm going to get involved with.
If anything, I would kind of take a shot towards Colorado, big plus money. But I feel like, and I feel like if you're going to take Colorado, you need to also jump on Pittsburgh next game. Both big road dogs, 175 for Colorado, 190-ish for Pittsburgh. You need one and you win. That's kind of my view on it. If you wanted to go, I'm going to go after none of them because honestly, fading the 2 hottest teams in baseball in Arizona and San Diego is terrifying because those teams never lose anymore. But if I was going to go after anything, it's a lean towards Colorado. Rodriguez first came back, not something I want to go after, but Colorado on the road is the reason why I'm staying off this game. So once again, I'll probably have a play on the last game of the day. This one and the next one, probably not.
I think you are going to have a play on the next game, though.
Oh, it's a cash cow?
There's a cow racing through the field that has SD on its chest.
All right. Nick, do you want to go to the chat? I'll put that up for you.
Yeah. Let's get into the chat. Where did we leave off? There we go. They just released the lines and the pitchers.
I did a free pick video for it last night. So I took the over.
Is it Kirby? I'm still seeing undecided. I would like to know, is it still Kirby? Because the thing I use for live odds is telling me undecided. So I apologize for that. D-backs -1/2 cash cow. No. Lines moved against them. This Colorado spot. I can definitely see that as a Colorado spot. Kirby versus Scooble. Detroit -120. Is it Kirby? We don't know.
Hey, give me the over. It's that I did that video for a video last night, and I kind of feel like that's the too easy over game. So there you go.
There you go. Gomber will get pulled within 3 innings. There you go. Diamondbacks team total over. Probably not a terrible look. If you like the D-backs and maybe don't need to worry about what Rodriguez does, just ask them to do the hitting. That's a fine thing there. This is a free money Arizona game of the night, right? Yeah. Gomber is actually good on the road. Yeah. It's Gomber day taking the Earle road. Gomber is bad. There you go. You do not want to be a lefty versus the D-backs. It's fair. Lock of the night, the Snakes -1, Snakes -1, -158. I saw the Mets pound Goober. Nobody hotter than the Snakes. Team total over 5.5, money line and over. I have the house on this game. Wow. Rockies team total over 3.5. That's not a bad look either if you want to fade Rodriguez and not worry what Gomber does. Kirby plus 6+ strikeouts with Tigers money line. He actually meant Scooble. It's fair. And Zona is so hot they should have lost last night, but still won. Fair. Diamondbacks World Series champions. I'm going to say no, because my World Series pick is actually coming from this game. The San Diego Padres minus 200 favorites, total 8 in this game. This line's continued to climb up. Let's get into it here. Michael King and Luis Ortiz. Minus 180 was the opening number for the San Diego Padres. It's now minus 223. Line opened up at an 8 at minus 105, and actually it's down to a 7.5, minus 125. So actually, I apologize. I did not see this line drop. I'm seeing some 8s still. So 97% of the tickets, 95% of the cash is on the over. Lines move towards the under, though. 86% of the tickets, 92% of the cash on the Padres, with the line moving towards them there pretty significantly. Luis, I would like to fade Ortiz in this game. And that's kind of my thought process behind this game. Ortiz, 4.34 ERA, 1.10 whip, 4.97 strikeouts per nine, which is 14%, 3.1 walks per nine, a 188 BABIP, but a 5.9 FIP and a 5.44 SIERA. On the flip side, Michael King, 2.95 ERA, 0.82 whip, 10.8 strikeouts per nine, which is 32%, 2.45 walks per nine, a 220 BABIP, a 2.3 FIP, and a 2.99 SIERA. Imagine getting rid of Michael King. He's been absolutely phenomenal this year. Bullpen edge goes towards the Padres. Hitting edge goes towards the Padres. 125 WRC plus, which is 7th, compared to 88, which is 24th. I'm on the Padre run line. I got it at minus 105. I think they take care of business in this one here. And I would love to fade Ortiz a little bit more here. Let's see what of course, bet stamp, fixture shit. I need team totals to be able to track those. But I would lean towards a team total over with the Padres as well. I think over on ESPN bet's probably going to give me the best number because I see them at the best available run line, tied for the best available run line, and that's a 7.5 over there. So I'm going to see what the team total is over on ESPN bet, and I think I might tack on the Padres team total over as well.
So still cash cow?
Yeah, I'm seeing a decent amount of 8s available still. So yes. Okay.
Cash cow. So we're on the Padres. I got the run line at plus 104. Cash cow has been hitting at 68, 69% this year. So going to keep riding it. It's when all the money is on the home team. It's got to be the home team. They've got to be a favorite in between 180 and 280. All the money on them, all the tickets on them. So we go and we take the cash cow with the Padres today. So San Diego for us.
Yep, I'm also adding San Diego Padres team total over 4.5, minus 115.
There you go. Let's see. Kirby. It's not Kirby, but Scooble.
Yes.
Yeah. Dodgers. D-backs World Series champs. I have a ticket for them to win the World Series, so that's fine. I wouldn't care if the Earls were pitching for Zona tonight. I would get absolutely demolished. My fastball is probably sitting in, if I'm lucky,
70s,
the high 60s, maybe low 70s, and I could probably pitch an inning. Padres run line. Padres minus 1.5. I agree with Tim though. For Padres, Ortiz has been good. Over earned runs for Ortiz. King over K's. Padres first 5. San Diego had a hangover first game back from a road trip last night. Tonight, they will win easy. Pitt is cooked. King got rocked last game. How can you give the Yanks shit for how can you not give up? How can you not give the Yanks shit for giving up Kings, but not give the Mets shit for giving up Lugo? Literally same situation.
Because they gave up Lugo like 2 years ago.
Yeah, but I think he's talking to 446 because
and he never showed any signs. I mean, Michael King was okay.
Sorry, King got the Yankees Soto for a season because Soto's not signing long term with the Yankees. Let's just be honest. Last game of the day, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Atlanta Braves and the San Francisco Giants minus 105 for the Giants, total of 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this one here between Charlie Morton and Kyle Harrison. This line opened up with the San Francisco Giants as minus 105 favorites. It's minus 106 now. So a massive 1 cent line movement towards the Giants. Line opened up at an 8. It's now an 8.5. So we move towards the over here as well. Take a look at the cash flow where we have 84% of the tickets, 79% of the cash on the over in this game with the line moving towards the over. And then 55% of the tickets, 89% of the cash on the Braves. The line not moving really there. Kyle Harrison and Charlie Morton. 6.75 ERA, 1.79 whip, 7.79 strikeouts per nine, which is 18%, 2.6 walks per nine, a 3.58 BABIP, a 7.9 FIP, and a 4.15 SIERA. On the flip side, Kyle Harrison's been good. 3.55 ERA, 1.03 whip, 9.59 strikeouts per nine, which is 27%, 2.84 walks per nine, a 2.33 BABIP, a 4.28 FIP, and a 3.66 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Braves. Hitting edge goes towards the Giants, 90 WRC plus, which is 23rd, compared to 88, which is 23rd. 23rd for the Giants against the Braves, 23rd for the Braves against lefties. So they're basically the same there. I have nothing in this game. Not a game that particularly appeals to me. I like Harrison a little bit, but it's not a game I'm going to be betting.
I want to bet against Charlie Morton, who has not been good particularly. Last time out, allowed 8 earned runs against Milwaukee in the game that the 16-7 game. He was the pitcher. He went 2 2/3 innings. Previous to that, a good game, a good start against Miami. Previous to that, got blown up against the Mets. So when he goes up against offenses that have been clicking, he's getting hit. The San Francisco offense, I know they got shut out last night. I realized that through 10 innings. They've been clicking. I like San Fran in this matchup again. I grabbed their money line, short price. Kind of just a fade of Charlie Morton. And I do think Atlanta starts to go down again.
Fair. See, I would lean more towards Atlanta start to play better. I think we've seen the worst from Atlanta.
Still like the Pods, yes. Lean San Fran, Braves, Nerfy. How come no one ever scores run in MetLife?
Because generally they score touchdowns there.
Okay. Mets versus A's. What about that game? No starting pitcher for the Oakland Athletics yet.
Yeah, I don't know who the Oakland A's pitcher is.
So, although I want to go after the Mets run line with a Paul Blackburn revenge game. See y'all later. Love you guys. See you, Markel. Appreciate you. Morton got pounded last game. Very hittable at his old age. That is correct. Nick, I'll let you do the last thing, and then we'll do recaps and stuff.
Yeah, one last one there is you see the little logo above the W Energy logo. There is SeatGeek. We've been partnered with SeatGeek for a while. You guys looking to go to a sporting event, concert, or other type of events where you need tickets? Be sure to check out SeatGeek. They have a coding where they'll tell you which ones are the best deals on certain tickets: green, good; red, bad. And they'll find you the best available tickets to the games that you are games and concerts and shows that you guys are looking to go to. And if you are first sign up for a SeatGeek account, you can use the promo code ESB. It'll save you $20 off of your first purchase over on SeatGeek. So be sure to check out SeatGeek. If it's your first time using the app, use the promo code ESB. They'll save you 20% off your first purchase.
There you go. We'll quickly go and pay some bills and stuff. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share. All that good stuff. Appreciate all the support. Check out all links in the description below. Those and the important ones that are above Nick's head. Nick, we'll have to switch this screen as well and put the logos on the bottom with like the promo codes right below us.
Yep.
But if you guys are interested in that, if you guys can follow us on all social medias, if you guys are interested in becoming a member of the YouTube channel, $5.99 a month, 16 cents a day. So we get all the plays that we put up on the website, which I think is just going to be the 5 for today. So it's posted now. There's no football today, right?
No.
Okay. Just making sure because I know Canadian football does
Thursday.
stuff. Okay, got it. All that is posted already. If you guys are interested in that. And of course, make sure you guys check out the sponsors now with signupexperts.com, with Doobie Energy, and with SeatGeek. Recapping for today. Let's go back up. I like the Orioles, of course. I like the under in the Reds game. I like the under in the Astros game, the over in the Red Sox game. Yankees minus 2.5. It's gross, I know. Padre run line and the Giants. Nick?
Yeah, let me get my bet stamp so I can do that. Rocking with the Phillies minus 1.5 even money. St. Louis, Cincinnati, first 5 under 4.5 minus 105. Houston Astros, first 5 minus 130. Minnesota Twins minus 130 full game money line. Brewers plus 110. Angels plus 112. San Diego Padres minus 1.5 minus 105. San Diego Padres team total over 4.5 minus 115.
There you go. We got WNBA plays for this week yet. There's already lines. They start back up on Thursday. Rob Met lose first game back. Book it. They suck. That was almost English. Tough card. Best of luck. You too as well. I just ordered. Okay, now I know that you're not being serious. You guys do this every day? Yes. Just ordered a glizzy. You do that. That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back again tomorrow with another one. Peace out, guys.